Hello everyone, today is a beautiful day and I hope that you're doing great. Today we're looking at convex lens. Particularly, we're looking at how to draw basic ray diagrams. Before we do that, let's look at the things that we need to know about a convex lens. A convex lens is also called a converging lens. The reason for this is that when parallel rays pass through a convex lens, the refracted rays, they will converge, which means they will come together. And when they come together, they will pass through a common point or a single point, which is called the principal focus. This is labeled as F. We also have this line that passes through the center of the lens, and it passes from one narrow end to the other narrow end, and that is called our optical axis. We also have the very center of the lens, and that is called the optical center. We also have this white line, and this white line, it is an imaginary line. It extends from one 2F to the other 2F on the opposite side, and that line passes through the optical center. And this line is called the principal axis. Along the principal axis, we have what we call our focal point. Our focal point is also called our principal focus. And this point is where all refracted rays must pass through. A point to note is that refracted rays only come from parallel incident rays. And let's talk about that a little bit more later. Now, from the very center of the lens, or from the optical axis, all the way to F, that is our focal length. Twice this distance is called our 2F. 2F is also called our center of curvature. We also have an object. Any ray that comes from the object all the way to the optical axis is called an incident ray. The one that is displayed now is a parallel incident ray. From any parallel incident ray, as mentioned, we will have what we call refracted ray. And refracted rays, they must pass through our focal point. All right, so now let's jump into drawing basic ray diagrams. Now, firstly, from the object, you want to draw a ray or a line that coming from the very top of the object all the way through the optical center. This ray is not refracted nor deviated, so it's a very straight line. To represent our next ray, a ray must come from the very top of the object all the way through our optical axis, which is the center of the lens. Again, remember, if this is a parallel line, then it must refract and pass through F. So we'll have that line or this line representing the next ray or the refracted ray. To form any image, you only need two rays. So at this point, we can form our image, but there's a third option. The third option is not totally necessary, but if you choose to draw it, then that is also fine. The third option is to draw another ray coming from the very top of the object, and that one will pass through F. Once this line passes through F, then leaving the lens, it must now be parallel to the principal axis. So I want you to notice something here. If the ray that is coming from the object is parallel, then leaving the lens, it must pass through F. And if the ray that is coming from the object, if it passes through F, then it must leave the lens in a parallel manner. The point where all rays meet, that is the point where the image will be formed. All right, and so this is the basic idea and steps needed to draw any ray diagram for a convex lens. Again, the third ray is not totally necessary. All right, so I want to thank you for watching this lesson, and I hope this was really helpful. And I also want to tell you that you need to be a ray of light. So today, be helpful and be somebody's ray of hope. Take care of yourself, and I will talk to you soon.